Hi everyone. I want to talk about how do I play the guitar according to the notes without knowing the notes. This is very simple. So how do I do this? At my home I have a training guitar which nobody has seen. Nobody except you, of course, but don't tell anyone. It's my big secret. So, on the guitar, there are some numbers. Look at this. These numbers are not notes. This is something more simple. These numbers are the order of the lines of the musical stuff. Okay. Musical stuff are 5 lines. So, number 1, it's the first line of the musical stuff. Number 2, the second line of the musical stuff, and so on. What do you further see? How do I do this? For example, this note. Does not make sense to me what kind of note that is. The name of this note and how it sounds is not understandable for me. But I clearly see that this note is found on the 4th line of the music stuff. You don't even need to count this, because it is something that you can see. This applies to people of all ages. Now I pick up the guitar. I look for the number 4. Here it is. And here I play that note, not knowing what that note is. Here another number 4. And here another. That's it. And there is the whole principle. And there that all of my musical school. Let's look at another notes. Which note is this? I also don't know, but I see that this note is on the 2nd line. This is something that you do not need to learn. It is immediately visible. The 2nd line, number 2, here it is. The 3rd string is open. Play the 3rd string with no pressure on it. Here it is. Here is number 2. And here's number 2. Let's look at something that is harder. The note in between the lines. For example, the note on top on the 3rd line. On my guitar is this called on 3 hyphen. Here is the 3 hyphen. And here this 3 hyphen. And here a 3 hyphen. And so. For example, in this song, first note is found on the top of the 2nd line. This means 2 hyphen. I should find on the guitar 2 hyphen. I see it. The 2nd note is on the 2nd line. This means the number 2. Number 2 is found on the guitar right here. I should look for the next note, and this note is also found on the 2nd line. This also means number 2. This means the number 2 I need to play 2 times, and I play this piece. The next note is found on top of the 2nd line. This means 2 hyphen. As I look on the guitar, I see 2 hyphen. The next note is found on top of the first line. This means 1 hyphen. As I look on a guitar, and the next note is also found on top of the first line, and this means 1 hyphen. And I should play this 2 times. And I play this and memorize this. When I memorize these frets, I play already according to my memory. And in this way, when I look at the notes, I don't see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, but I see the number of the line and where exactly the dot is placed. And for this reason, I see just numbers, which tells me the meaning of the notes. And on the guitar, I found these numbers, and I play not according to the notes, but according to the numbers. Flat and sharp. If I see this kind of note, for example, on top of the second line, that means that this note is found right here, number 2 hyphen. And this note is a sharp, and I play this note on a fret higher. And as the note is a flat, that I played that note on a fret lower. And on is all. And this way, my system of playing on a guitar according to the notes excludes the knowledge according any notes.